It's 1:30 in the morning. That was some steaming horse shit. I don't give a damn what any of you hardcore MMA
Do you want to tell the
say.
people what you're talking about? The steaming horse shit?
It's
Seriously.
in the title right there.
right here. Look, let me tell you something. If I had to, I know there's going to be everybody out there, but you guys got to be real with us. It's going to say, you know what? It was a technical fight, especially the Gegard Mousasi Lyoto Machida fight. But I'm going to tell you guys what. If I paid for this event, I would have had to go fly somewhere and punch somebody in the face, because nobody got punched in the face in this fucking fight.
Out of 12
nobody
fights,
got punched in the face.
Out of 12 fights,
look at George and
10
I.
decisions.
We are
one
exhausted.
Submission, one knockout.
Exhausted.
I'm done.
You can't even get mad at us, everybody, for saying that we're tired of shit and we don't seem like we have. Because we were pumped up for the event when it started. We're like, we're gonna watch this shit, and somewhere along,
NASCAR delay. Plus, the UFC right now is Fox 1's bitch, so they're going to do whatever they say. So you got started a half hour late, and then to put on that performance, I mean, yeah, Charles Oliveira got the submission there at the end of that first fight, and I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, he almost got it in the beginning, but then it's just like, if things went downhill in the next fight, Erick Silva pulled off a heel kick that was awesome while he had one leg tied up.
Yeah, he was doing what he had to do.
And then he pounded Mr. Tanaka to sleep. And then after that, I went to sleep. I'm not even kidding.
Erick Silva to me was one of the fights that ended quickly. I mean, like he said, Charles Oliveira did what he had to do. Did he get submission of the night?
Who? No, there is no more submission of the night.
So what's going on with that, real quick?
Dana White has now given a performance of the night, and it appears to be fight of the night. Fight of the night went to Machida and Mousasi, and then performance of the night went to Erick Silva and. I guess, I mean, does Tanaka get it, or just one guy
Tanaka! Get it? Anyway.
Oh, no, Charles Oliveira. So
yeah,
Charles
that's what I thought. He did get.
Instead of knockout of the night, now it's going to be called performance of the night.
So
Oliveira basically gets your old submission of the night, and Silva gets knockout of the night, and now that this shit's knocked out, let's move on to the next day.
Well, let's talk about Jacare real quick, because Jacare continues to do what he has to do at the middleweight.
Well, instead of talking about what he did, how about disappointing Carmont is? 2 inches in height. Carmont? I don't give a fuck right now. The Bama had a 5-inch reach and threw like 2 jabs the entire
I don't care about let's talk about what the Carmont did.
He was terrible, dog.
He was struggling.
5-inch reach advantage and 2 inches in height, and he didn't even throw a jab. Talking about hit me. Why?
I just didn't get that. I really didn't get that.
Dude, stunk in that fight.
I mean, in Jacare, you got to hand it to Jacare, man, because if he's developed his stand-up game, and he didn't have to use that. He went back to his ground game, got it done, controlled the guy on the ground, and continues to be nasty at the middleweight. He's actually been just great. If he didn't drop that one fight to Luke Rockhold back in Strikeforce, he'd be the man right now. And then Machida and Mousasi.
Machida throws a wrench in every judging's game.
Yeah.
Because his style is just contradicts everything on the card.
Because he backs up constantly.
He's constantly backing up. So
but he's good as shit.
Well, yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. But no ring control. No. You can't control a ring backing up.
No
control. And how's your aggression?
Huh?
Like, those are 2 things on the scorecard.
How can you be aggressive? You're moonwalking the whole time.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking.
Right, you can't. Right.
So I'm like, you're automatically taking points away from yourself if we're scoring. Like, I don't know, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you what I was impressed with: the pizza.
Yeah,
the pizza was good as shit. Good. It was good as shit. And after we ate them slices, we were knocked the fuck out.
Oh, and Kevin called it. Kevin goes, "We're gonna eat this pizza. We're gonna go to sleep." I watched a round and a half of Souza doing his thing.
Souza, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I want to get
to 170 so I can go home.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I can't believe you. Look, the whole night he's been calling it 171. I'm like, why are you skipping the event? It's 170, okay? So let's roll on to UFC 170, okay? And talk about what's coming up next week. It's something that a lot of people are looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to Robert Whittaker versus Stephen Thompson.
Are you? Are you? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, George.
It's the first fight on the main card.
But I mean, do you know? Go ahead. Just tell everybody. Who do you have?
Whittaker.
Because you don't know either one of them.
Nope.
Is he related to the guy with that funny eye that's in the movies?
Purnell.
Oh, Purnell the boxer or Forrest Whitaker?
Sure.
Okay. 2 welterweights, both
11-3.
Yeah,
Whittaker.
pretty decent.
Stephen Thompson is 8-3.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry,
both have
8-1.
Yeah, both are looking pretty good. Don't have real extensive records in the UFC.
Well,
Look,
Stephen Thompson's 4-1. Or
In the
sorry,
UFC.
Jesus Christ, 3-1. My
3-1
bad,
in
with
the
a
UFC.
loss to Matt Brown.
right, and
Eduardo.
on the other hand,
Homeboy, yeah, just lost the fight to Court McGee.
how long has he been in the UFC though?
1, 2, 3, 3 fights.
Three
He said
fights. So
3
they
fights.
both have had about 3 or 4 fights in the UFC. So they're I guess you could say they're UFC's journeymen. I'm gonna go with Whittaker
Cool.
on this fight. I think he's well rounded. He but George and I can't sit here and I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna try to get an Oscar on this shit and act like I know who both these guys are, because I don't. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of you people don't, except for those 4 guys out there that'll make a comment saying you guys aren't real MMA enthusiasts. I know that. I fucking know that. Okay, so that's what I see with that. Now let's move on to Mike Pyle versus TJ Waldburger.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, my money's on Pyle. Wahberger has been a little too inconsistent, from my opinion.
Yeah, he's been kind of like a fucking nasty roller coaster ride.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in the UFC. He's got 3 losses, so it puts him at what, 4-7?
He's 4 and 7
I mean,
fights in the UFC.
This is why I can't do this shit. Your fucking previous thing put me to sleep. I'm not doing math. This is bullshit. Can we just cut to the names, people?
I mean, it is hard, man. It is hard when an event is fucking.
Here's the thing.
It's crazy.
All you assholes who want to, you try that. After sitting through that donkey mess, and I'm not talking about you dickheads on the West Coast. I'm talking about from about Louisiana to the right on the map.
Yeah.
Y'all monkey stay. It's 2 a.m.
right now. 2 a.m.
And we
Actually, it's 2:01 now.
And here's the other thing: we have jobs.
We do.
We don't stay up till 4 o'clock every morning and welch off the state and learn to milk the government.
Yeah,
we actually provide.
That we don't roll.
We
like
pay
that.
taxes.
Yeah, taxes. I pay a lot of taxes. It's crazy.
Bullshit.
It's crazy, especially for a black man. I mean, I pay a lot of motherfucking taxes.
By taxes, he means child support.
That too.
Which is
child
odd.
support and taxes. It's crazy. Now. Who do you got? You got Mike Pyle.
Yeah, I'm going
and you
with
know
Pyle.
what? I agree with George. I'm going to go with Mike Pyle because he's been a little bit more consistent.
And
than TJ.
I know, I see Pyle's coming off a loss, but I think he's going to, as Kevin would say, totally redeem himself.
Okay.
And he's got power, and I have a feeling that he's going to go upside Waldburger's head.
Now,
it's going to be a rip.
Let's get to the fight that I think the fights that everybody think that are relevant. Okay, and this is going to be a welterweight matchup between Rory MacDonald and Demian Maia. Let me tell you something. That is about an 8. 8, yeah.
That's that pizza, son.
On an Olympic scoring card, which is going on right now, which is also another boring event. But Rory MacDonald and Demian Maia.
Did you just shit on the Olympics?
I just shit on the Olympics, unless you're from the Netherlands, because the Netherlands are fucking some shit up.
Time out.
Those mugs get what?
Time out.
Here we go. Interrupting MMA video. What?
At least I called a timeout, because normally I'm just... TJ O'Shea, that man was on fire for the men's hockey.
He was
that
balling.
was-
Sure,
yeah, so-
or skating, however you want to
Sure.
call it. Yeah.
Anyway.
And Americans with the fucking flips with the skis and shit, them crazy white boys are nuts.
That's the only reason why we won, because other countries can't even afford to build the courses.
Exactly. Yeah, because you're one of the kids from Indiana. The whole community in Indiana was like this. We'll help your ass get to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. What do you need us to build, son? We'll build that shit. We'll bring some snow in from Minnesota, too. God damn it. Who are you going to be fighting? I'm swear to God. Swear to God. Can't make this shit up. True story. Anyway, Rory MacDonald
versus Demian Maia.
Let me tell you something.
We're gonna find out if it's TriStar or if it's Greg Jackson.
We're gonna find out. Yeah, and George and I had this discussion. You know, we were wondering about is it Greg Jackson's camp or it's TriStar? There's reports that saying that it's been TriStar and that fucked up. Well, brings on this type of fights, which George and I and many people out there agree with us find very boring, where you're fighting not to lose. I guess. Right. And at first, George and I were saying that it was people coming out of Greg Jackson's camp. But we've kind of retracting that statement now because we looked at Donald Cerrone, who just like drops motherfuckers. Cub Swanson dropping people.
John Jones when he feels like
Jones. So we see that these guys, we're sorry, Greg. That's what we're trying to tell you. We're sorry. And we're very vulnerable right now because we're tired of shit. But we're sorry, Greg.
And the one commonality that McDonald and GSP had was TriStar.
They can't spell?
No, TriStar.
Because old McDonald can't spell. You've seen the commercial.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah,
poor bastard.
No, nah,
anyway. On paper and pure talent alone, I would lean toward Rory MacDonald. But if he can stay away from Demian Maia, which he seems to be good at staying away from everything lately, because all he does
including the win column.
Well, didn't he win his... No, he lost his last fight versus Lawler. Yeah, that was an upset because he tried the backup shit again.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what. Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to do it anyway. Lawler, he lost against Lawler. Who did he fight before Robbie?
Jake Ellenberger.
And that was
stayed away.
And he stayed away. And he won that one, right? But it was a decision. It was a split decision?
No, UD.
Unanimous decision. I thought that, and I think most people would agree, that he would have went right through Ellenberger, especially at the status he was entering that fight.
Oh, because he came off the BJ Penn fight and everyone thought this kid was walking on water and shitting ice cream. And, like, I don't think
he didn't shit ice cream?
No. And I don't think you guys understand just how big Rory is compared to BJ Penn, because BJ Penn's getting ready to do a fight at what, 135 or 145? No, he's gonna do that stupid house show.
Oh, he is?
He's coming back as a coach.
Oh,
and I think that's not 135. He's gonna come back and fight at 145.
Oh.
And you're looking at a guy who his original plan when he got into the UFC is to hold the belt at every weight class.
Right.
And he's fought almost at 205. Well, I mean, Machida weighed 205 when he fought
Machida. That's unbelievable to think that Penn fought Machida and fought him to a decision.
Yeah, and almost, it was a good fight from what I've heard. But anyway, my money on this one at 170, and yeah, I know Demian Maia has cut weight, come down to 170, and looked good. But
he has looked good. What is he?
He just lost to Jake Shields.
Yeah.
But he beat John Fitch. He beat Rick Story.
Yeah.
He beat Dong.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's beat some pretty good people.
He's 3-1 at $170. I do not see him winning this. I think he's too outmatched on physical talent alone.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? If Rory MacDonald brings his A game, and you know we know what he's capable of. I mean, he could put him to sleep too. He could put him to sleep. He's only got his 2 losses, but the last two fights for me personally, Rory MacDonald has not looked as impressive as he did back a year ago. No. You know, so I'm starting to think, okay, what happened? Was it just this lapse in training? Was there, what the fuck is going on? I thought he was in a great opportunity, especially the fact that GSP was stepping out of the game.
Yeah, put it this way. We all would think for Demian Maia to win this, he's got to find a way to get it to the ground. Rory MacDonald is too big, too long, and too strong.
Long and strong, son.
For a 3-round fight to end up on the mat.
Legs.
Your quad?
Come on, man.
Anyway.
My tripod? No, I'm just joking.
Daniel Cormier is now, he was slated to fight Rashad Evans. Rashad Evans blew out a wheel.
We're moving on to the light heavyweight.
And now he's fighting Patrick.
He's fighting Patrick Cummins.
Right.
Patrick Cummins.
And I take it these two guys trained together at a wrestling camp or some shit.
They did.
In 3rd grade.
In 3rd grade. And the whole thing now is Patrick Cummins said that he was owning him, and Daniel Cormier got pissed off about it because he's like, you know what?
What happens in the wrestling room stays in the wrestling room.
Right.
Look, y'all were cutting a promo. I understand it. I don't know how many else of y'all get it, but Dana White's on one screen, Cormier's on the other, and Patrick's live.
Cormier was seriously pissed.
So when he's
pissed at Patrick Cummins.
When they cut the commercial, do you think Dana said, "Come on, guys, let's make this interesting"?
I think Daniel Cormier is seriously pissed at Patrick Cummins because I'm going to tell you why. Because you got, at least from what it came across, is Daniel Cormier's wrestling, and they're bringing several people out, and they're conditioning him. This person, and Patrick Cummins is one person in the mix. You know, because he's getting used to. He's like a fucking sparring partner.
No, what it is, it's like a gangbang. And were you the first guy there to hit it, or were you the 8th guy?
That's
the
a good
8th guy. The 8th guys might as well be diving in the ocean.
That's some
the first 1 through 3, depending on which holes you're hitting.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Then you might get an ear.
4 through 6, yeah.
Right.
7, 8, 9, and everyone else, yeah. And it sounds like Cummins was like 10.
Like throwing hot dogs down a hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, no good.
This is Cormier's first shot at going to 205. Is he going to make weight?
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay. So.
That's another thing that Cummins is fucking.
How much of your purse am I going to get? I'm like, dog, I hope you can back all that shit you're talking up.
And this is the thing, man. And I'm going to say it just like I said John Wall was going to win a slam dunk contest and you bitches were laughing at me. And what happened? What happened tonight?
I slept.
But who won a slam dunk contest?
I have no clue.
George,
I
why
was
don't you?
sworn.
Why when you know I'm excited about something? Why you want to?
Because you keep bringing up random, irrelevant bullshit. It's 1:45. I don't give a shit if Jesus Christ himself walked onto the basketball court and dunked from half court. I want to go home. I got 15 minutes.
Jesus cannot dunk because he's a white boy and his last name is not
Wall. Wall won the slam dunk contest.
Barry.
Anyway,
now, look,
Daniel Cormier fighting Patrick Cummins. Who's gonna win the fight?
man, Daniel Cormier is going to box that Bamba.
Cool.
Daniel Cormier's got some of the best hands in MMA, okay? And I said that, and a lot of people are like, what? He's got some of the best hands in MMA, okay? He's going to put him to sleep.
Now, coming from a realist standpoint, I think Cormier should win the fight. What I
Coming
want
from
to,
a realist standpoint.
well, what I want to
See
see,
my bow tie.
I want to see is Daniel Cormier not muscle this guy
Cormier?
up.
Oh my
man.
God. You just like pull it out your ass. Oh yeah. Oh, what's the guy say? Oh, you just got your hatchet out, man. You're fucking Molly fucking hatchet, man. I'm going down and I'm
All I want to
flirting
see
with disaster.
is DC not titty bump this dude up against the cage for 15 minutes because he has a bad tendency of doing that. And look, I understand the dirty boxing, the dirty wrestling. Couture did it forever.
Yeah.
I would prefer to see him use these hands that Kevin speaks so highly of to win the fight. That's what I want to see. Do I expect to see it? No. I think this guy's going to go to his bread and butter. He's going to muscle this kid up against the cage for 15 minutes and just dirty box him.
See, I think that this kid is somebody who's, for once, he's fighting somebody who's a great wrestler. I mean, this guy's two-time All-American wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He wrestled at Penn State. He's great on the ground. And Daniel Cormier is by far superior standing up. I think he's going to put him to sleep.
I hope you're right.
I hope that's the case.
Look, after this card, all I can do is hope for fireworks. Hell, I'm not. I mean, I'd accept a pop gun at this point.
More good pizza. Yeah.
If this card goes out with a whimper, I'm done with the UFC.
Now, let's talk about the main event.
This is why the card won't go out.
I'm really excited because Ronda Rousey's going to be fighting Sara McMann, who's actually from Tacoma Park, right down the street, and she's going up against a girl. Sara McMann is a tough cookie.
Yes.
She is an Olympic wrestler.
A thick chick.
She is thick, strong, and
is she long? Like the thing in between your legs?
She's not long. She's probably about 5'5", 5'6". But I tell you what, I've talked about her for a long time.
Yes.
Before she really even got into the UFC, I'd love to see this girl as the champ. Not just because she's a local girl. I mean, she's bounced around the country, but I like what she's done so far. And she's coming in as kind of just like Ronda Rousey did before she was a big name, you know. And people, don't be surprised if she has something for Ronda Rousey. For all you people, do not sleep on this girl if you don't know anything about her. She is great on the ground. Now, the thing is Ronda Rousey being the champ and being a little bit in this game longer, her skills are getting better. And we said this, if she didn't get dethroned, her ability to get better defending takedowns, her ability, being better on her with, her standing game, strikes, elbows, she's got submissions down, but other submissions, all those areas would improve, and they have improved, and I think we saw that a little bit when she fought Miesha Tate the second time. The question's going to be is how much have they improved, and now she's got a girl that says, hey, you know what, I'll wrestle you, I'll take you to the ground. And how good are Sara McMann's other tools? How good are her submissions? How good is she standing on her feet?
Or avoiding a submission.
Or avoiding submission.
Now, with that said, Ronda Rousey has not one, but 2 movies coming up. Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah. Which, who knows when that's going to be out.
And Expendables the 3rd.
Expendables 3, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Which, if you guys didn't see Fast and Furious 6, I didn't know that Gina Carano was in that movie, and then I watched it, I'm like, holy shit, she's in this movie.
What I'm alluding to is...
By the way, she was in the movie.
What happens if Rousey loses?
Hmm?
If Ronda loses this fight, what happens?
She might get a movie. It depends how good of an actress she is and how much of a mainstream following she gets. We saw what happened when Carano lost to Cyborg. She's making movies, still making movies, and actually doing a little better at making movies. She before,
like Farrah Abraham making movies.
Who?
I'll let you look that one up.
Okay.
Farrah Abraham got her 2nd movie coming out. pretty good at what she does.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I know you're dirty. I know what you're talking about, you dirty bastard. But I don't know. I don't know what's up for Ronda. Who do you have in the fight, real quick, before we go into Ronda?
I got to go with the champ. She's a proven commodity. Sara McMann only has one fight in the UFC. I'm not discrediting any of her previous opponents, but I'm going with the champ. She's got a nasty attitude. With that said, what my ideal situation, and I know a lot of you people perceive me as a hater, but look, I don't like somebody. I don't see how that makes me a hater.
Right.
I would love to see Ronda Rousey lose, pull a Diaz, and never come back. And ultimately that would fuck Dana White in his ludicrous comment he made saying that Ronda Rousey is the biggest star that we've ever had. I don't understand people that have come through the UFC how you can even possibly say that.
Yeah, especially seeing GSP.
Maybe I'm taking that out of context. Maybe I didn't read it all, but I did.
I mean, he's got to look at the stars and put the fucking game back on the map. I mean, Ronda Rousey put the shit on the map. I mean, right now, with the sport growing in popularity, and she's the first female, really good female athlete. I mean, you guys don't discredit Carano and Cyborg and, everybody that came before her. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, look, when somebody says MMA to me, a Ronda Rousey wouldn't even make my top 20. Of reasons, like if you told me what reasons do you watch MMA, what reasons did you get into MMA, why do you continue to watch MMA, there's not a female fighter in my top probably 25, maybe even 30 if we really want to push it.
Yeah, for me, I would say Cyborg when she was really fucking.
Oh, that was fun to watch.
Up and watch. It was fun to watch. Yeah.
And that she would be on the edge, and I would rather watch Cyborg fight than Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
I just would. I like her style better. She goes in to destroy bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That's just me. And I understand Ronda Rousey, you could say the same thing. Ronda Rousey destroys the girls just in a different fashion. Yeah. She does it one way.
I liked also watching Carano when she first came in.
Yeah, she was impressive.
She was impressive, But yeah, I agree, George.
I don't understand where Dana White's going on that.
Just throwing shit out there, man.
And hoping it sticks to the wall.
Well, that's what he's got to do because he's fucking,
he's
a promoter.
And that's what they've always said about him.
He's the white ball-headed Don King.
Okay.
I think that works. Do you guys think that works?
Are we missing anything?
That is it. Now, on that note, questions, comments below. Adios, deuces. We'll see you guys next time. Pieces. You might want to hit this fucking stop button, son. Or we're going to just sit here and smile.